It's because you're treating your griddle like a stove. That's why your food doesn't turn out. Now, it happens. It's embarrassing, but everybody does it. In my most popular video, when I made breakfast, I burnt my eggs. Ugh, that's embarrassing. I mean, look, now they're going to kick me out of the Griddle Super Friends group. But it's common because you see these knobs and they say low, medium, high, and you see a flat surface like a cast iron pan and you think, oh, it's just like the stove, low, medium, high, I got a pan, I'll do the same thing. But you shouldn't do that. And there's two main reasons why. The first reason it's different is because your griddle gets a lot hotter. For example, let's see what this cast iron pan looks like after 10 minutes on low. We'll do setting 2, 2.5 on the stove compared to my griddle with all 4 burners, 10 minutes on low outside. Here we are inside, and we'll turn that kitchen timer off. That's annoying. We did about 10 minutes on this cast iron on 2, which is about low. See where we're at here. 187, 190. It's going to take a minute to heat up. However, after 10 minutes of warming up my 4-burner Camp Chef griddle on low, let's see where it's at. We're also running low on beer. Let's see what our temp is on this griddle. Already up to about 308, 310, 320 in the middle. We'll come back and check it at 15 and see where we're at. Alright, so now we're now 15 minutes in here with my cast iron pan. It's been on 2.5, 3, which you can adjust it. I mean, you could go lower, maybe low to use 4 or something, but that's low. We're still at 225. We're still just warming up here with this cast iron pan. I mean, if you crank it to medium, this cast iron pan is going to start rip-roaring. But we're only 15 minutes in on 2 or 3, and you know, we're still in the 200s. Now we got 15 minutes later of the griddle on low. Let's see what temperature we're at with all 4 burners. 375 already. I mean, we're already above egg temperature, and this is low for 15 minutes. So keep that in mind. Now there's 4 burners. There's only 1 inside, and they're working together. They're not working independently. This brings me to my second reason why it's completely wrong way to think about it. Your stove has 4 individual burners that cook independently of each other. So let's take a look at this. If I have this pan down here and it's on high, and then I have this one up here, this cast iron on low, they're not going to affect each other at all. Those temperatures don't matter. One's not going to bleed into the other one. This one will stay low, that one will stay high. Nothing's going to change. But if we're outside and I have this far burner on medium and then these 3 on low, they're not independent of each other. This burner is going to affect the one next to it. So this is going to be medium. This is going to be medium, medium, low because the temperature's rolling over. Then these other 2 over here are going to be lower. Let's take a look with the thermometer. Everything 465, 450, 430. And you can just see it kind of slowly drop as we go left to right, because this is all working as one big piece of steel. So they're not independent, so keep that in mind. Even when you try to do zone cooking, you're like, I'm going to put this left side real high and keep this right side real low. It's still going to come over. It's still going to go all the way over, and it's going to run together. What I'll do sometimes is I'll like cut a burner off completely to really have that division, to where this is like where I'm searing stuff. And then this one just has just 1 burner on. So for this whole half is really can be low and drop down. That's another option. But hopefully this showed you the difference of what happens between the griddle when you have different burners on different temps. So what should you do? Great question. I'm glad you asked. What you need to do is buy yourself an infrared thermometer and cook by temperature, not by low, medium, and high. What temperature should we cook everything at, Johnny? Another great question. That's why I like you. I like to cook my eggs and omelets around 300 to 325. For potatoes, bacon, meat, I go around 375. If I'm searing a steak or a smash burger, I'm going real high, like 450. And I actually have all of these temps in a nice little guide in my free ebook down below. Not only does it have these temperatures, it has how to season your griddle, how to clean your griddle, 5 beginner recipes, and the cooking order. The cooking order is important as well too, because you need to know that you're putting your longest food down first and putting your shortest cooking food down last. So That free ebook is down in the description and it'll be pinned in the comments. Not only is it an ebook, but it signs you up for my newsletter. It comes out every Saturday with just griddle tips. I'm not sending you my whole life story on Saturday, and I'm not spamming you. I'm just sending you helpful, practical griddle tips so you can make great griddle meals and great memories for you and your family, just like I do on my griddle. So if you're interested in getting that ebook and the newsletter, please sign up below. I really appreciate you watching. Have a good one and keep on griddling.